Ladies and gentlemen, now it's Too Late with Alan Mosley.
Wow, I'm getting used to everything working. It's weird. Guys, welcome back for another episode of It's Too Late. I am your host, Alan Mosley, joined as always by the number one producer in late night. It's Dave Willabowski. Dave! How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, as usual. You just got to stay positive. It's good. How are you doing?
Gotta stay positive. I feel like there was some underlying concerns there, because on the surface you say, "Oh, I'm fine," but then you end it with, "Just gotta stay positive." And I don't know how I feel now.
Fake it till you make it.
All right. Boy, a lot of controversy out there. Will he or won't he? It looks like the deal for Elon Musk buying Twitter is finally going to go through. Do we have a picture of Elon Musk?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's him right there.
That is an intense look.
Yeah, it is. All the Downey kids look the same.
Oh my
Have you
gosh.
noticed that? I actually don't really have a joke for Elon Musk. I really just wanted to point out how much he looks exactly like genocidal Cambodian dictator Pol Pot. Have you ever seen that?
Wow.
Is that not actually kind of yikes?
It is. The jawline, lips, everything.
Yeah, right?
Eyebrows.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Dead stare.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's that. It's because they don't, it's this, never mind. We do have a release date. A release date has been announced for actor Will Smith's next movie. It's coming up on Apple TV. Take a look at this. Emancipation. It's going to be in theaters December 2nd and then streaming on December 9th. But it kind of seems odd, though, that it took 8 months from the Oscars to now for his latest film to come out, because for Emancipation, really, because according to legal experts, it usually only takes like 60 days for a divorce.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Will thought it was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, some sad news tonight, though. Were you a big Loretta Lynn fan, Dave? Like the classic country?
I wouldn't say I was a big fan. Not really in the country.
Okay, well, why don't you? Okay, so Jesus Christ. All right, so Dave, in late night, you just pretend to like the guests and like it's Loretta Lynn. Oh, I loved her music. That's what.
Great, man.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Music legend Loretta Lynn passed away at the age of 90 years old. Do we have a picture of Loretta Lynn? Yeah. Oh boy, Rippy.
Oh.
Lynn was famous for such songs as The Pill and You Ain't Woman Enough, or perhaps Don't Come Home a Drinkin'.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn, maybe she was Nancy Pelosi. And finally tonight, got some leftover notes from Sports Ball, which is going to be on tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock Eastern time. But a little leftover notes for Sports Ball. Take a look at this hit on Oklahoma Sooner quarterback Dylan Gabriel. He goes in for the slide and, yeah, he ain't moving.
Right.
I don't know, buddy. Yeah, and then there's going to be a whole scuffle on the field. Like, that's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's lived. So anyway. But don't you worry, Sooners fans, because your team is in good hands. Give it up for the new star quarterback of Oklahoma. That's right. It's General Booty. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This wasn't photoshopped. His name is General Booty.
A parent would do that.
That's right. General Booty. Now, that's a name I can get behind.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He always leaves his fans with rosy-colored cheeks.
Okay.
He won't make an ass of himself out there.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
If you want to take his job, you're going to have to butt out.
Okay. Yeah. They get it.
Because he's so anal retentive. You get it? You want to do one?
No,
Okay, all right. Guys, we're going to be back with the meme of the week and the viewer mail right after this commercial break. Don't go away. Just a second, everybody. You will learn something today. It will change your life.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. That actually might be a good segue into the next segment because we're bringing back story time with Uncle Alan for the next segment.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Maybe
know.
we're going to learn something today. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
you
message
guys
us.
y'all gonna learn today. Yeah. Let me set that aside there. Let me tell you about tonight's sponsor. It's Pat Crest Botanicals. It's patcrestbotanicals.com. If you use promo code It's Too Late, it's all one word, It's Too Late, you will get 30% off.
30%.
30% off your order. I actually have a sample right here. This is the Blue Dream 2000. It's got that Delta 8 thing. Can we get a shot of that?
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. And that on a billboard.
Yeah, and actually, if you could tell, I haven't taken the Blue Dream because if I had, I wouldn't. Like, I would lose motor skills enough that I couldn't. I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know. Maybe I take too much. I think you were supposed to put a drop underneath your tongue. I just, bottoms up.
Porn
So anyway,
shots.
that's Pat Crest Botanicals promo code. It's too late. Hey Dave,
Yes, Alan.
what time is it?
Oh, it's time for meme of the week.
What are you looking around? This guy's looking
have a
around.
clock.
You don't even know what time it is. Do the people my dad shoots go to heaven? Well, they do if they haven't done anything wrong. So a lot of them, yes.
Well,
Oh man, I actually saw our buddy Pete was talking about Mike Ehrmantraut, who's the character from Better Call Saul / Breaking Bad, and saying, is this not like one of the best characters on TV ever? And I said, absolutely, resoundingly yes, because for people who have seen those shows, they know that the character Mike is an ex-cop, and he demonstrated for America he had a lot of experience how the system works, and he demonstrated for America how you deal with crooked cops.
oh.
And people who've seen the show know the answer. And for the rest of us, yeah. But we do have a bonus meme. Check out the bonus meme. Ariana Grande used to look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, but now she looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
That is that like fall to summer? Or...
I don't know. It's kind of creepy, to be honest with you.
It is. That's wild.
Yeah, that's carcinogenic melanoma. Is that what that? I don't know. I'm sorry. Thoughts and prayers for Grande. Let's go ahead and answer the viewer mail. The biggest laugh in chat tonight so far is when I said Ariana Grande has cancer. It's weird,
Wow.
All right. The first question comes from Kyle Pelazzoni, who says, Dear Alan and Dave, I recently bought a suppressor. For the longest time, I refused to get one, even though I really wanted one, because I thought it would add my name to a government list. Do you think it was worth it? Well, Kyle, everybody here at It's Too Late would urge everyone to obey the laws of your local district. And Dave, do you own any surplus military hardware?
Nice try, Fed.
Oh, got him. Yeah, shit. I'm gonna get you though. All right.
One of these days.
Carl Huber writes, Dear Alan and Dave, why do we feel incomplete without having certain things in our life, even though others seem to be happy without them?
Wow.
I miss the days when people would write, like, what's your favorite ice cream?
It's kind of heavy.
I mean, because obviously the short answer is everyone's different, right? But I think,
Yeah.
But life is short, and no one person can see everything and do everything, and so it's everything is about trade-offs, right? You're making one life decision for something that you value, that you want to experience, but that will inevitably mean perhaps there's something else that you won't get to
Can't have it all.
Yeah. So, take Dave for instance. You got kids. You
I do.
got kids, and so you
Boy,
have.
do I ever.
Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna say you have the love and joy of a full house,
Oh, yeah.
but boy, do I ever kind of ruin that. Um, but Dave probably won't be an astronaut.
No.
So when your kids
that's
grow
the
up,
part.
you can tell them, "Look what you cost me."
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm probably not the best for parental advice. So.
Yeah.
I think we all do things the way our parents did. So my parents always reminded me of what I cost them, and so
They went right in
Yeah.
with the guilt. Yeah.
yeah. What about you, Dave? What do you think about Carl's existential crises?
I mean, there's like certain things you need. You need a relationship. Because I was gonna say, well, I feel like there's nothing that I'm missing, but maybe there's nothing I'm missing. You need, like a purpose, a job, or something you want to do. You need friends. You need some kind of human connection.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than that, everything else is just wants. I mean, other than food and shelter and stuff. But I guess that could be pretty rough.
Well, of
Not
course.
having.
So there's the biological angle, right? Like
Yeah.
you're hardwired to want to survive, create. I'm trying to think of nice ways of saying things because I know some of your kids are watching the show right now. To create life and
Mhm.
then to die in battle.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So
Man's
th-
death.
if you've notched those three, then you're ready for Valhalla.
Witness me.
All right. So, wow. Carl, I hope this helps. Gary Dykstra writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, if you had to choose a different country to live in..." Oh, wait, no, hold on. I already told him we've already had this question. He asked a different question. Precious metals or cryptocurrency? Which one is more likely to be a hedge against inflation, in your opinion? Well, I tell you what, actually, real talk for a second. Since apparently we're about to have a nuclear holocaust, and that's probably going to bring civilization to its knees, and
Yeah.
end all, like, destroy all the electrical grids, and bring us to a century of darkness and despair. I guess you'll probably want the precious metals, because what's Bitcoin gonna do?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to cash that out.
Yeah. Just cash it out now and buy precious
Lead.
metals and suppressors.
Suppressors.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about being quiet. In that situation.
All right. Andrew Avery writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, I know you like history, but isn't geography really where it's at?"
Oh. Is that it? Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, you got it now?
It took me a second. I forgot who was asking the question.
Yeah. I should not read the names, and then that way it'll be like,
Oh.
"Find Andrew." We found him. That's it. It's Andrew.
Publish a book.
I feel like if you're a student of history, it's hard to be good at it and not have at least a pretty firm understanding of geography as well.
Yeah, things usually happen places.
Yeah, things happen in places.
Mhm.
Thank God you guys are homeschooling. Your son can't spell Mississippi. Have we gotten to the root of that yet?
Oh yeah, it just never came up, I guess. Oh.
But your other son, who's like 3 years old, can spell Mississippi. I feel like the tiebreaker is Jane.
Oh. Yeah, she's just getting going, but yeah. I don't think
I
she's
tell you
up to
what,
Mississippi yet.
D3, if she can spell Mississippi, I think you have to move out. I think that's only fair. Lyle Durio writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, now that you're doing sports commentary, will you be replacing Joe Buck? We did stream Monday Night Football."
Oh, shh.
Yeah. No, who cares? Just, I mean, apparently no one does. We streamed Monday Night Football, and YouTube did finally say, "Hey, come on. But
Yeah.
they didn't
They,
during the game. It
they
was
didn't
only
really do anything afterwards, did they?
well, they finally said, "Hey, you've got some copyrighted material. Can you trim it out?" And I clicked trim it out, and they're like, "Okay, whatever." And they just let me keep all the clicks and views and stuff. So the channel is actually now almost monetized.
Wow.
So I think we're just gonna do it again.
Crime pays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, right. It's
Moral of the
like,
story. Yeah.
yeah. If there was anything you should be teaching your kids, it's that getting away with things is more important than not doing them in the first place.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission, right?
Yeah. That I feel like that's the biblical route. I don't know. This is going somewhere that we're gonna get in trouble. Jonathan Carranza writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, do you take naps? Dave, do you take naps?"
Dude, I just took like a 3-hour nap today. We streamed last night and I couldn't sleep afterwards. I drank too many Pepsis, so I laid there for like 2 hours. So I came
Mhm.
home. Yeah, I take mega naps.
Yeah. You're
And power
scheduled
naps.
you're scheduled to wake up here in like 25 minutes, aren't you?
Yeah, and we're gonna
Um,
get the show going.
yeah, right. I actually don't take naps because I have such a hard time sleeping. The thought of going through the rigors of trying to go to sleep with the intent of waking right back up sounds just retarded to me. I I can't sleep until it's time to enter a coma, and once I've entered it, we're not coming out for a while. It's, I should write a health book, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
philosophy, health.
Melody White writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, Melody was at our event back in June.
Yes,
Isn't that nice?"
she's charming. I like her.
Melody writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, what is this obsession with what Lizzo is doing? Honestly, I can't imagine why anyone cares. Perhaps you have some insight." Well, I don't know if Melody's talking like at society or at us because we did a thing on Lizzo.
No,
Remember?
probably a little both.
Well, we did the thing on Lizzo just about how disgustingly obese she was, but now she's back in the news because apparently she was playing like a founding
Flute.
father's flute.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a special flute.
Who's what? Yeah, he's a special. She's played some flutes in her days, but this was a special flute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really read a lot into that because I don't
No.
follow Lizzo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, not too much.
yeah. I honestly couldn't tell you right now a single one of her songs.
I know a couple. Mary likes them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mary.
Yeah.
All right. Tim Weissong writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, now that hating all things Russian is very much trending right now, should I hold off on buying a Russian beaver fur hat? You know those big circular hats that the Russian people wear?
Yeah.
Dave, you strike me as somebody that would have one of those."
I mean, I don't have one. I've had like a coonskin hat, but never a beaver fur hat. But yeah, I'd probably rock that.
I think it would look good on you. You should give it a try.
Yeah, it gets chilly up here.
Yeah, Tim, honestly, man, I would just do whatever makes you happy because
Mhm.
if anyone says, "Hey, that's Russian," then you'd say, "Hey, shut up, bigot."
There you go.
Yeah. Also, tell them you're trans, then you can just get away with it.
Oh,
Boom, got him.
Right.
Yep.
write your own ticket then.
Yeah. Aaron says he has a hat like that, so
I think I've seen it.
yeah. Imagine how not surprised we are. Aaron's just upset because his quarterback's name is General Booty now. Excuse me. It says Marilyn Wilimowski. It's not actually from Marilyn Wilimowski. It's actually
Okay.
from D3, who says, "Dear Alan and Dad, do you think the Dollar Tree will still be in business 5 years from now?"
Oh, he's been talking about that one.
That's actually a pretty tough question, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, I lean towards no because
Mm-hmm.
everything's just going to shit. And on the other hand, I lean towards no because I don't think they'll operate during a nuclear winter.
You got a point there.
You know what my problem is that the last 2 or 3 times I've been to any of the dollar stores, their prices are actually outrageous. Like higher
Yeah, see-
on
yeah.
like on any of the things that I actually would buy regularly, their prices are higher than just the local grocery stores and stuff.
See, I think that's what's going to happen is like right now the Dollar Tree is like the only dollar store that we know of. Well, at least it used to be where everything was a dollar in it. And then you have like Dollar General and Family Dollar, which isn't like a dollar store. They're just discount stores.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Dollar Tree will just go the way of them because they ain't going to be able to sell stuff for buck 25 now.
Yeah, so we have Dollar Generals everywhere here, but the Dollar General is basically just like a gas station now where everything's actually marked up.
Yeah.
Like for your convenience. And it's like, well, then why would I go here?
Everywhere.
I don't understand. Yeah,
You don't want to drive all the way to Walmart.
Yeah, I don't go to Walmart though. This is true. We're getting scammed. Chris Melyard writes, Dear Alan and Dave, would you live in an old missile silo? Very, very on theme for tonight's show. Would you live in an old missile silo, Dave?
I think that sounds badass.
Yeah,
I mean, if I can hook it up, I'd like to be subterranean, got like feet of concrete between you and the world.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds nice.
Like if it's one of those deals where like it's closed, it's basically like a bunker, but then like the top opens, you know, like a giant penis, then you could let the rain in. Yeah.
Just have a garden at the bottom. Yeah.
I guess it's more like a.
Oh.
Never mind.
I bet.
So I would, yeah, probably. I actually want to live in some type of a cave-like structure. I feel like that's on brand for me. I need somewhere to go where I'm not exposed to the sun for long periods of time. Keith McQuarrie writes, Dear Alan and Dave, did you ride the bus to school? Dave, did you ride the bus to school?
I think I rode it all the way up to my senior year when I started driving, and then I drove. But yeah, the whole time we had bus access.
Okay, I actually never rode the bus.
Wow.
When I was a little kid, my mom took me to school, and then when I was like in middle school, I got a ride with a neighbor who had a daughter that was my age to school. So that was when my parents no longer cared whether or not we got an education. So then I rode with them to school. And then I think like my junior year of high school was when I started driving. And yeah, so I actually never rode the bus. You always hear all these horror stories of the school buses and what goes on and stuff. I never was privy to that.
Lord of the Flies back there.
Yeah, exactly. But I also went to Columbia Central High School here in Middle Tennessee that was like right underneath Memphis for one of the most violent schools in America. Speaking of one of the most violent places in America, what the hell's going on over there?
They must be starting the wrestling early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have to wrap this show up so that we can clear out. So
Fight Club.
Oh,
shit. I wasn't supposed to say that.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just means everyone in the club's picking you tonight. All right.
They want to destroy something beautiful. The line from the movie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but...
That's...
And finally, Marilyn Wilimowski writes, Dear Alan and Dave.
Oh.
Probably, it might also be Alan, because I think Mary's kind of pissed at me. Have you noticed?
Oh, yeah. You guys are still trying to mend your friendship.
I am. I don't know about you guys, but I am. Mary says, have you ever been whale watching?
Wow.
Whale. Have you ever been whale watching?
What? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that could be like...
Yeah, is this like an analogy for something, or is this like, because don't you have to like go up to Alaska or something to do that?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to.
On a cruise.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
I don't want to go on a cruise. I thought I did, but I don't want to.
I used to thought. Clearly not. I used to think that I wanted to go on a cruise, but yeah, I don't know. I had an old buddy of mine who was like retiree age who always would try to get me to go on cruises because he would say what you do is you call the cruise line and you say that you want information because you know when you do that then they're plugging you on their little list of like we're going to inundate this guy with propaganda until he
Yeah.
submits to Big Cruise. But then you tell them, I'm not really interested. And you wait and wait and wait until it's the off season where like they can't fill the boats. They're just begging for money. And then you come out of the blue and say, oh, hey, about that cruise. Y'all still doing those? Y'all still doing the cruise? Kind of like us with the show. And then he actually took two. He took one down the coast of Mexico and he took another one up the coast of Alaska. And he said, I think for the one that he went to Alaska, it was like 5-day cruise or something. He only paid like $300 for this 5-day cruise up the coast of Alaska, and he ate like lobster and steak
Wow.
like 3 times a day for 5 days,
Wow.
and just enjoyed the scenery, and then left, and it was like $300. It was crazy.
That is crazy. How do they make money on that? That's like Pack Crest Botanicals.
Yeah, that's Pat Crest Botanicals. If you use patcrestbotanicals.com promo code It's Too Late for 30% off. Maybe we should do that. We should do a cruise. Like it'll be like the 5th annual It's Too Late cruise.
Yeah. Off season.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna
Shady company.
yeah. If anybody, yeah, it's gonna be like a shrimp boat, and it's gonna be in February. So probably you should get ready for that. Have we killed enough time yet that we can move on to the next stage of this program?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to watch that. Yeah, I think so. I think we're good.
Okay.
About halfway.
We're going to be back with the latest installment of Storytime with Uncle Alan right after this commercial break. Don't go away. Your ad could be playing right now, reaching thousands of potential customers. Sadly, it's not, but it could be. Find out how to be an advertised sponsor for It's Too Late with Alan Mosley. Email us at info@alanmosley.tv. Whatever. We'll go with that. Yeah, I forgot, guys. Quick break. I forgot Ryan's question because Ryan can't not be banned. He was unbanned long enough to ask one question and immediately went back on hiatus. So Ryan's question was, Dear Alan and Dave, what does a pound cake become after you take a bite out of it? Feces.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Yep. So there you go. You happy now, Ryan?
Hope that helps.
Yeah. Or Brian Sievert. Wait, is your Brian account also banned? Because why don't you just get on the Brian account and leave the question? Unless they're both banned.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
All right. Well, keep an eye on chat for me.
Right.
So we'll get down to the bottom of why can't Ryan ask his own questions. I actually wanted to tell a story about something that happened to me this past weekend, because I think it would be interesting for us to talk about. But before we do that, let me tell you about tonight's other sponsor. That's Tennessee Hot Sauce Company, which you can find them at tnhotsauceco.com. Tennessee Hot Sauce Company, I've got one of theirs right here. This is the Blood Orange Ghost, which, Dave, if you take a look at this, the Blood Orange Ghost, my friend, is problematic.
Oh. It's going to be issues.
Yeah, there's certainly going to be issues.
But it's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh, it is worth it. I mean, mine's still... I haven't opened this because...
Okay.
Are you kidding me? I'm not going to ingest this crap.
Yeah,
but you guys could ingest this crap by signing up for a subscription over at Tennessee Hot Sauce Company, which is tnhotsauceco.com. Which one of those sponsors do you think will be the first to ask us politely yet firmly to stop?
Just stop.
Just stop. Um. So all right, let's get our serious faces on for a second. We can
Oh,
have more fun, for Monday Night Football. So I was out running some errands this past weekend it was Saturday afternoon, and I was coming back from town towards my apartment. And right across, it's funny, we were talking about this earlier tonight. Right across from my apartment is a Dollar General, which, of course, the people around here call Dollar General, but
mm,
Dollar General. And when I got out of my car to go in, I noticed that there was this green sedan parked right out front the doors. And I didn't really pay any attention to the guy that was in the driver's seat, but it was a young dude wearing like a blue ball cap. I think it was just a hat. I don't think it was a team or anything. And like, like a ratty t-shirt, a beat up old car. Um, I didn't pay much attention to him, but just my brain just wondering thought, well, because the engine was running. And I was like, well, he's someone else is in here, like his
mm.
passenger got out and went into the store and he's waiting for them to come back out. And so I go in and look for a couple of things. And of course, you know how it is. You go into Dollar General thinking, well, it's right here across the street from my apartment, and I don't feel like driving all the way to Walmart, so I'll just pick up a couple things from here. And then you run into problem number one. They don't have any of the things you want.
No.
They have things adjacent to the things you want. They don't have the things you want.
Yeah.
Um, and then the second thing was I discovered the prices were like, I was like, doesn't this store deal in dollar goods? No, they deal in like $9.50 goods. That's what they deal
Mm.
in. And so I get my couple of odd and end things, and I'm checking out. And when I'm checking out, the double doors in the front are open. I guess it's a beautiful day, whatever. Got some air coming in, and the car is still out there running because I can hear the engine. And I'm checking out. I'm using a self checkout, by the way. Dollar Generals have self checkouts now,
Ooh.
so they can go down from only having like two employees just to one. And I get my stuff and I go outside, and there's the guy in the car, and I'm walking by. I'm not trying to be nosy. Like I just in general am not a nosy person. And but his car was on the way to mine, and I walked by his car, and it looks like he's out, man. Like he's like, like he's
Yeah.
passed out. But I thought, well, maybe he just got off work and he's really tired. Or, I mean, for all I know, he works here at this store and he's on break or something, I don't know. But his engine was running. And I was like, well, should I, like, I don't see anybody else. Maybe there's somebody inside coming out. Maybe he just closed his eyes for a minute, But I was in there for longer than I intended to be.
Mm.
And I was like, he's been sitting here for a while with his engine running, and he's out. And so I don't know what popped into my head, but something popped into my head to say you should like knock on the door or something and just be like, hey man, you good? Whatever. And
Mm.
I did that. He didn't move an inch. And it's not. It's like he's not dead. Like I could see like he's breathing, but
Yeah.
he didn't wake up. And I mean, anyone who's ever like have you ever been sitting in your car in the parking lot, even if you're expecting someone, but if someone knocks on the window,
Yeah.
you're like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
a little alert.
This guy did not move an inch. And so I finally, like, because his window was down, he's here, like he's a few inches from
Mhm.
me, and I had knocked on his door, didn't move. I finally was like, I mean, I'm invested now. So like I shook his shoulder. He didn't move. And it was at that moment that I thought, well, at a minimum,
Yeah.
I'm going to go back into the store just to check to see if there's anyone in there shopping, to be like, hey, are you with this person? Is that your buddy or boyfriend or husband or whatever? There's nobody else in the fucking store.
Just the one employee.
Yeah, just Jill. And so I'm like, well, this isn't like this isn't good. Like, even if you're just a really tired guy getting off work, if you
Yeah.
don't pass out in your car with your engine running and people like talking to you and you be unresponsive.
Hmm. That's a
And so
tricky one. Yeah.
finally, I took one more chance of like shaking him, not hard, but I mean, again, it's like, dude, who doesn't wake up in this
Hmm.
situation? He's not waking up. And I noticed there's a bag in the passenger seat, but it's not like a yellow Dollar General bag. It's like a Ziploc bag with like some pills
Oh.
and stuff in it. And so I'm like, well, first of all, I ain't touching that. Um, and so I go back in the store and I just like tell the lady
Joe.
behind the counter because a few other people had like come in, like they just walk right. I mean, because you know how most people are. Most people are just living their lives. They're just
Hmm.
in focus mode. A few people had come and gone. A few people walked in the store in front of me. They're not paying any attention to this. Um, and so I go motion like over to the lady behind the counter, and I was like, "Hey, do you know this guy? This guy's been parked out here for a while." And they were like, "No, I don't." And I was like, "Well, he's been out here since before I got here, and I've been here for 20 minutes, which in Dollar General time is 700 years, and he's unresponsive. Like this dude's passed out." I said hey to him. He's not moving. Um, I think you should probably call 911 or something. Like I hate like I'm it,
Yeah.
in the my inner monologue is saying like, do you really want to go there?
Hmm.
Because if he's just a dude who's like, maybe I've made a huge mistake here and now we're involving authorities.
Yeah.
But I was like, I think you should call 911 and be like, hey, there's a guy here who's unresponsive, because I'm looking at more from a medical situation,
Yeah.
that he's
Yeah.
he's passed out and unresponsive in his car. I think this is not a legal situation. This is a medical situation. And so anyway, they call 911 and they say what it is. And I was like, I'm gonna hang around for a few minutes until somebody gets here, because again, it's like I'm in this now, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
See how it
wait to
plays
see.
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what happens. And of course, naturally, it's a fucking cop car that shows up first before an ambulance. And I mean, obviously, he sees what's in the fucking passenger seat. So it was in prescription bottles. Not that necessarily means anything. I mean, they can not be your prescriptions, and you can have all sorts of drugs in prescription bottles. But that's what it looked like. It was a Ziploc bag with a bunch of different prescription bottles with pills. And, the officers like, you know, messing with him or whatever and checking his pulse and stuff like that. So at this point, like, he's opened the door. He didn't have his seatbelt on, so he's like holding him up in place in his chair, and he's like, checking him out and stuff. The ambulance shows up. Around the time the ambulance shows up, I'm back standing like near the front like checkout aisle of the store,
Hmm.
and
Just looking at the sunglasses,
yeah, and
peeking
I'm
over.
just watching this scene unfold. And at this point, he still hasn't like come to yet. I thought he had, like, I thought I saw him move, but apparently it was just like he was sliding out of his chair and they caught him. And so they finally start to, like, the ambulance guys, like, they're getting the fucking stretcher out. And I'm like, oh, was he dead? Like, I'm starting to freak up now because I'm like, shit, he was dead. And,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, he wasn't dead, but they're getting him. Like, they're getting him out of the car because it's clear that he's not there.
Hmm.
And it was around that time that I just said, it's one of those things where it was just what was in my head, and it just kind of came out of my mouth, that I hope he's okay. Like, I hope he's going to be okay. But I mean that both in the physical here and now terms of, I hope he's going to be okay, as in
Yeah.
not going to cardiac arrest. But I also hope he's going to be okay. Like, whatever it is that's going on with this dude's life,
Hmm.
that leads you to take a bunch of pills and just in your
Zonk
car,
out at Dollar General. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he's going to be okay. And then there was this Karen lady. This is like you know why, you know what's so beautiful about stereotypes is that they're true. This is the stereotypical Karen. She looks like she's 55, 60 years old. She's got blonde hair in like a freaking part in a comb over, because that's a thing the Karens do, wearing her sunglasses, and she's wearing like her, like the dress pants with the blouse tucked in and stuff in the middle of the day on a Saturday, because we're going to church. We're going to church at midday on Saturday. And she heard what I said, and she goes, "Hope he gets what he deserves."
Ooh, nobody wants that.
Gets what he deserves. That's a heavy word, isn't it? Deserve.
Mm-hmm.
And it struck me right away, something about deserve, because when someone says that, like if I didn't give you any of the tone or attitude or anything, if you were just reading this out of a book, then you would have to determine for yourself how to interpret that phrase. Because I feel like when you say the phrase, someone getting what they deserve, it can be like an explanation, and there can be a condemnation. So if I were to say, hey, this guy, it looks like, I don't know for certain, but it looks like this guy might have done some drugs, and he might have taken something he shouldn't have, and he's in trouble. And you respond with well, of course, that's what he gets. If you say it in not necessarily positive, if you say it in a compassionate way, it's an explanation. I'm not condemning him. I'm just simply pointing out he did something he shouldn't have done, and he's suffering the consequences for his action. I'm not saying it in a mean way. It's just a matter of fact. He did something wrong, and now he's suffering consequences for his actions. But I hope he's okay. But that's not how the Karen means it, right? They mean it as a condemnation. They mean it as in, well, he did drugs, and now he's going to get what he deserves. And, of course, I'm not going to sit here and enter into a freaking philosophical debate with this woman at Dollar General. Like actually put a gun in my mouth and pull the trigger twice to be sure. If you ever see me arguing with people in Dollar General, you have my permission. But we could sit here and talk about the war on drugs and the criminal justice system and prison populations and restitution and how they still call them correctional facilities, yet they're anything but. We could sit here and talk about all of that. But I feel like any thinking person can agree that whatever drives somebody to find themselves in that position, them going to prison for a bunch of years probably doesn't fix it.
No.
You condemning them for their actions, what does that do? That doesn't help anybody. And I mean, and it's easy, I know it's easy for me to say that sitting here in a situation where he presumably didn't harm anyone else. He just harmed himself, basically. But I don't want that for this person. But the people who express it as condemnation, they do want that. They want the worst for that person because they've made a mistake in life. And that's where their mind goes. Their mind immediately goes to, well, I want them to suffer for their actions. And I feel like it's worth it to us to identify that feeling in our hearts. Like I as I've gotten older, I try to, instead of immediately just jumping down this lady's throat for the attitude she portrayed there, is instead think inward of, well, think about times that you immediately jump to the worst possible conclusion of someone and you thought poorly of them, and you thought that they should get what they deserve. There's one of my favorite old quotes from Milton Friedman. One of the times that he was on Donahue, as he was talking, he was taking questions from the audience and whatever. And one of the questions basically boiled down to, well, it's not, life isn't fair. I mean, that's basically what the question was, is more of just a declaration. Life isn't fair because look at all these rich people who get so much, and look at all these poor people who get so little, and people ought to get what they deserve. And Friedman had the response back. And you guys know I'm not a religious person, and I know that the religious people in the audience would take this whole segment a certain direction in terms of grace and mercy, but I'm not going to go there tonight. Friedman's response was, who deserves what? Who determines who deserves what? And then he followed that up with, maybe it's a good thing we don't get what we deserve.
Ooh, yeah, if you read the Bible.
So deserve is a really heavy word that can mean violently different things.
Mm-hmm.
But again, instead of jumping on people for them using that term, I feel like I'm willing to give people a pass in so much as that they mean it in a positive connotation. Like, Dave, you guys are great. I hope you get everything you deserve in life. Like,
that still scares me.
After this whole conversation, yeah, you're thinking, well, this is the end of us. but you can tell that if someone says that to you in that context, you know that they mean they wish you well. But it was very clear this woman wished nothing but the absolute worst on that kid in the fucking car. When I think it's pretty clear he's already in for a rough go without your adding fuel to the fire.
There.
Yeah, he was already there. So I guess what I would say is be reflective of yourself. Make sure you don't find yourself jumping to those kinds of conclusions and wishing the worst on people, especially on just people. It's one thing for us to sit here and rant and rave about the lizard people who seek power and authority over others, the people mongering for World War III. It's easy to think that those people ought to get what they deserve. But just regular people, like just the dude across the way who, like, okay, they messed up. They made some bad choices. But what is that going to do for them? Like, do you want to just drag them out in the street and blow their brains out? Is that what you want to do? Because if the answer is no, that's not what you want to do, then try to take actionable change to make things better, not condemn them for their actions. Because what is that going to do for you? I think it also kind of comes back to, and I'm trying not to use these religious connotation words, but that you can't help but do it, is there's punishment versus salvation, right? And it always strikes me that a lot of people that will drape themselves in the flag and hide behind the cross always seem to leap at the opportunity for condemnation and punishment. Well, you don't reflect my values, therefore you deserve this. As opposed to salvation or restitution.
A little bit of grace.
God, I hope I don't get what I deserve. Anyway, let us know in chat. We're going to start doing the thing that all the popular YouTubers do. Let us know in chat if you think we should get what we deserve. You can give us what we deserve over at patreon.com/Alan Mosley, as well as PayPal. Aaron, where's Aaron at? Aaron, hit those links in there.
He's got it.
Yeah, just pull out your Sears cards, head over to the links, and give me and Dave what we deserve.
Oh.
Yep. We're going to be back to wrap up the show right after this commercial break. To go away. If you're enjoying tonight's show, consider supporting the program by becoming a member of our Patreon. That's over at patreon.com/Alan Mosley. Like our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Alan Mosley TV. You can follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Alan Mosley TV. Subscribe to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Alan Mosley TV. Also, we're on Odyssey. Go and support a free speech platform. It's odyssey.com/Alan Mosley TV. If you're more of a listener than a watcher, you can get us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice. That's thanks to Anchor.fm. Anchor.fm/Alan Mosley TV. Dave, do you have a final thought?
I'll tell you what, good story, good, morals and everything there. But if you guys are listening to this afterwards or watching afterwards, you got to check this out live. I'm so glad we do this live. The chat is amazing. Sometimes it's hard to concentrate on the show. Good job, guys.
Everybody missed the best part of that story in the commercial break. But I'm gonna save that for the after party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know? How's this? Did you know that in 1 week we're gonna be back on Twitch?
Oh.
But they still haven't heard our appeal yet.
Well, at this point, I hope they don't.
Yeah, I probably should. If I can delete it, I probably will at this point. Yeah, we're gonna be back on Twitch in a week, so marbles and all that. I don't get to read all the Twitch because I'm over here, doing the damn show.
Yeah.
What did chat say?
Oh,
was the dude okay? Did he get what he deserved? Well, D3. We'll save that for the after party, guys. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of It's Too Late, and we will see you next week. He was white, by the way.
Oh, I thought that was...
It's important. Because,
Changes the whole context.
Yeah, right? I mean...
Surprised you didn't get a little more compassion from Karen then.
Actually, kind of, yeah. I don't know. I mean, statistically, she'll be dead first, so... If anyone's going to be finding out what it's all about, it's her. Ryan says, was he true?
and gentlemen, now it's way too late with Alan Mosley.
What the hell, Dave? What is this?
I left that
Dave!
I got it.
Dave!
on. I got it.
Dave!
I got it.
Dave!
That's like that door lock situation. No, stop
Yeah.
pulling on the handle.
Dude,
Wow, Ryan.
yeah, Ryan, so that's probably why you literally don't have an account left to leave viewer mail questions. Holy moly.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's all right. Yeah. So anyway,
That was fun.
yeah. What? He lived D3 and now he's Alan and Anna K's roommate. I mean, I'm assuming he lived. I don't buy
You
the
think-
newspaper, so
Yeah. Who does? Why are they
Yeah.
still around?
right? Honestly,
Dinosaurs.
my dad, I'll always remember growing up and my dad always getting the paper and reading it, in the evening after work and stuff. But
Mhm.
after a certain age, he only got the newspaper to see who died.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. Look at all these people I know who are dead. Yeah. That's
Well, yeah, I work in a shop with like a lot of old guys, and I remember when I first started there would always be somebody in the break room with a newspaper. There'd be a couple copies of the newspaper around the break room. And now I think of it, I can't remember the last time I saw a newspaper in the shop.
interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't actually told the absolute best story time with Uncle Alan is the one I'm gonna save, I think, for our finale when we're just outie. It'll
That
be
sounds
that.
exciting.
Yeah. I have a story time with Uncle Alan that I almost told on a community live stream, but it was a fundraising incentive that we didn't meet, and me being a man of honor and integrity, that meant I wasn't just gonna tell it.
Man of your word.
Yeah, you don't get rewarded for failure. Anyway, D3 says, "Finish the story, Dad." What story were you telling?
I don't know if maybe he wants me to finish your story.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those
That
like.
sounds
It's,
awful.
yeah, we're doing Mad Libs. So I did the first half of the Mad Lib of the guy ODing in the parking lot. Now you take it.
Oh. What happened afterwards?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what I can come up with. So he actually went to the hospital, recovered, and he realized that being passed out in a Dollar General parking lot with his car running, that anybody could have taken advantage of him, not just physically or financially or whatever. But he decided that that's rock bottom, and he's got to make some changes. And so he checked into a rehab program, free local thing. He got his life straightened out. Started with a minimum wage job, just enough to get a room at the local hotel that rents by the month, and he's been working his way up, and he's got an apartment now, and he's actually seeing a girl, so that's pretty good.
I need my readers. I can't even see my buttons anymore. There we go. Nobody gives a shit. That's what I was looking for. I mean, Dave, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like your story was not believable on a lot of levels.
No, probably. Yeah, it's not the usual story. That's what made it special.
Yeah, Ryan. No, I don't think the girl is trans. I'm gonna take creative license of this Mad Lib and say that he's not into chicks with dicks.
Oh, okay. What's up, fact check?
Oh man, what a night! Yeah, so we are. Yeah, I'm catching up with some of our chat here on.
That's for Gary.
Okay. Yeah, I'm catching up with the chat over on Odyssey. Yes, so we're gonna be back on Twitch next week. I think I could be wrong, but I think the way this is gonna end up happening is since we were in the middle of streaming when we got banned, that means it probably the ban won't, because the 30th day is Wednesday.
Mm.
But I think the ban officially won't end until like the show's already started. So
Yes.
what it might be is we do the show next week the same as this week, but in the after party, we all go to Twitch and play marbles.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
We might. I don't know. We'll see.
Man, Tim's story is way better than mine.
Yeah.
Tesla
Oh,
bot.
he's an early prototype of a Tesla bot. And he wound up at the Dollar General off Bear Creek in Columbia, Tennessee.
Yeah,
Sounds like the Tesla bots kind of suck. I don't know.
The prototype.
Yeah. Who in chat was here on Monday for Monday Night Football?
I was there, oddly enough.
That actually was wild.
It was pretty wild.
I actually wanted to thank all of our normie friends who were there, or excuse me, our non-normie friends who were there on Monday, because I think what happened is that we literally had like 500 people show up saying, "Oh, it's the game," but some of those people weren't just random like lurkers watching the game. I think some of those people saw you guys chatting and were like, "Oh, this is like a thing," and so they joined in the conversation because they saw you guys talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised more people didn't chat. At least, something obnoxious or something, 500 people there. Everybody was real quiet. They really just wanted to watch the game.
Well, I mean, if you've ever sailed the high seas to watch sports online, you'll find that that's typically the case. They're just looking for a feed.
Yeah, I don't use chat when I do it either. I usually maximize the video and that's it.
But we actually wound up having some of those people be like, "Oh, is this like a thing? Is this some guy? Like, is this some guy I should know? Because he's got all these people chatting."
Yeah,
so we had
commentary.
Yeah, so we had normies in chat watching the game, along with our autist friends, and everyone got along great.
That's always good.
Yeah. So I think we're just gonna stream Monday Night Football until we get banned on all platforms.
I think that's a good business plan.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, that's right. The high water mark was the sexy website bot chiming in.
That's when you know you made it.
Yeah. Yeah, the sexy website bots are like, "Oh, got some action on here. Let's go join this chat." Screw Jalen Ramsey. D3 has got a lot of hate in his heart.
Elam, I figured that would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Elam says, "And now today you scared all the normies away again." Yeah, true facts. Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow for Sports Ball, since apparently they're sports fans because they were watching Monday Night Football, and tomorrow's a sports show. So I did warn Meharry that we might accidentally have like a couple of hundred normies on the show tomorrow. So
that'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, but just be prepared. So he promised to try this week, so it should be good.
Oh, wow, that's gonna be
it's gonna be huge. Actually, this week was a good week. Before I went to bed last night, I had It's Too Late 100% ready to go, and I had Sports Ball for Thursday 100% ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah. The only downside of that is that if like tonight or tomorrow morning, like Tom Brady dies, then that won't be in the show because it'll have to be a last minute addition.
Yeah, just cut it in. Smooth.
But I've got the shit announcers say video, and I've got the adventures in officiating video. It's Sports Ball is actually
it yet, or you just have the segments.
No, we do it live. It'll be tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah. So it actually is live. It's actually legitimately an awesome show. I'm not just saying that because it's one of our products. It's actually a really cool sports show. So I hope the normies show up to see the sports show.
Good night, Carl.
I think I got some weird inner ear infection because I couldn't lay down for about 2 weeks without getting dizzy and extreme anxiety. Finally able to wear headphones again.
The anxiety sucks. Like you'll have some kind of weird little thing, and it's not a big deal, but then it's like suddenly you get a little anxiety attack attached to it because you're already like WebMDing it in your head.
Hmm.
And then is that a symptom? Is that a symptom? And it's all just the anxiety of it. It's rough.
Oh my God, it's funny that you should mention that. So, uh, the last time I went to a doctor, the doctor who just said just get better and then asked me to
Yeah,
leave,
yeah.
they told me that my blood pressure was a little high. Like not like oh my God, we should look into this. They just said it's just a little bit above normal.
Hmm. Which makes your blood pressure higher.
Yeah. And then the other day I was visiting my dad, and my dad actually has one of those things at home,
The
like the
wrist
little
cuff, yeah,
the
or
little
the yeah.
thing. And he checked it and it was high. And I was like, well, this thing doesn't work. Who cares? A little home
Your
test
arm's
doesn't.
probably too big for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then last night I was in bed and I couldn't sleep. And it was one of those things where I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep and I turned over on my side and it just like it's like one of those things that just pops into your head. It's
Hmm.
like, man, why can I feel my pulse and my heartbeat right now?
This is it.
Like in my neck, I could feel my neck going duh, duh, duh. And I was like, "Oh my
Yeah,
God, maybe my blood pressure is through the fucking roof right now."
that
Yeah,
doesn't help
this
either. Yeah.
this is it. Yeah. I was seriously like, should I get someone else in on this? Like should I make other
Yeah.
people aware like, you know, like text you and Mary heart attack and then don't
Does
text
not
back.
elaborate.
Yeah, don't text back for a couple weeks. Don't show up tonight for the show. I think I was just mad because I went to the store looking at Cheerios and they didn't have them.
Oh yeah, the banana nut.
Yeah, they had. I counted. They had 13 flavors of Cheerios at the store and not banana nut.
It's like the whole world's against you.
I've always thought that. I hope they get what they fucking deserve. Oh man, I should be nice. I shouldn't say bad words during the show. That's how we lose our normies. Yeah, that Karen's not gonna watch this show.
Not now.
No. For what it's worth, I feel like a lot of people think that the story would have been better if I'd gotten into an argument with Karen at the store. I didn't, because I'm just honestly, if that's what is in your heart, you're beyond redemption. Like it's yeah, what's me talking to this random lady gonna do? So I just didn't address it. Uh, Mary says, "Oh brother, I hate those thoughts and feelings." Wait, what?
The old anxiety.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tim. And so then I punched her. Yeah, I found that 60-old lady. I just knocked her out. Yep. D3 thinks we have a way higher production value in the show than we do. Uh, yeah, Ryan. I'm getting what I deserve by not being able to have banana nut Cheerios.
Mhm.
That's right. Correct. I mean, I like
What else?
tonight's show.
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty tight, pretty smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not chaotic enough. I'm always worried about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we were streaming the football game, I thought maybe I was talking too much, but then chat really started to take off, so I was like, well, maybe I should keep talking. Mary says it.
confirms it was a banger. Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh man, I'm glad Mary and I are seeing eye to eye again. I was worried.
Yeah.
Does Dollar General sell Narcan? I don't think so, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know. If I had just said nothing, then I mean, he could have been in trouble. Because
Yeah.
because you
he could have
think
been
like
dying.
You think of situations where you intervene, and then think of taking yourself out of the situation, and then ask you like, who would have been the next person who would have come along and said something.
Could have been
I
no one.
could have been nobody. Yeah, it wasn't going to be Karen. She didn't care. So I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, D3 says me and my mom don't see eye to eye. Oh no, what's going on?
Yeah, they do. He's trying to say that he's taller than her.
Oh, okay. Is that what he's doing?
Mm-hmm. Last I knew, think I think they're about eye to eye.
Oh,
This one's pretty good. I like that. It's good quality.
that's all right, D3. You're gonna get older one day, and it's gonna just hit you like a ton of bricks. How you're gonna have memories of being down at your mom's knee, tugging on her shorts, saying, I want a hot dog, and then you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see her next, and you're gonna be looking down at her, and you're gonna realize,
You
whoa,
got to make your own hot dog now.
yeah. Well, Mary's been working hard, so she got a microwaved hot dog. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I missed it. What? Oh.
You have to go check our chat. It was a meme I saw. You know what we should start doing? I thought about this the other day. Let me know if you think this would be a good segment for us, because I feel like we need to have at least one or two segments in the after party. Otherwise, it just flounders and gets retarded. What if, because I always go through a bunch of memes every week, and I pick two for the show. What if during the after party we showed people some of the memes that didn't make the cut, and we get feedback from people of what they think the memes of the week should have been.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Let me see if we can pull this off.
Oh, we're gonna do it live.
Yeah. So we had the Ariana Grande meme and the Simpsons meme, right? All right, so we have the those 5G milk missiles are temporary, being forklift certified is forever.
Oh, that's pretty good. I didn't see that one.
Okay, yeah, that was one that we did not go
Don't look
with.
at her. Look at me. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We had. Oh, this was a good one. We had the Olsen twins. The Olsen twins look like one of them knows how you'll die, and the other one knows when you'll die.
They do. They stare right into your soul, don't they?
Yeah, I also kind of liked that one. Let's see. This was probably my favorite for the week, but my buddy Mike talked me out of using it. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got there, Dave?
Aaron just sent me this one. He has to bring it up.
Okay. I will ignore him all day so he knows I am mad. What a nice quiet day. That one reminds me of last week's of if I don't lift this, I'm gay and my whole family dies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This is another one of my favorites. You guys know I love Lord of the Rings. But what if we use government to spread freedom in the Middle East?
That usually works out.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. All of these are in the folder marked October 5th, 2022. Here you go. This was the one I sent to Mary. My mom worked hard today. She deserves a microwave hot dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the highest praise for something.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
I'm not gonna look it up, but I saw one where it was like kids report like that, but it was like a discipline report, and it said that the kid got written up for hitting another kid in the head with a Bible and yelling infidel.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. There was this one that I also wanted to use because it was thematic to our monologue. Mary says, "I'm pregnant," but Joseph says, "But we didn't. It was the Holy Spirit." Poor Joseph.
That's the look.
Yeah. That's too bad. All right. And finally, the last one that didn't make the cut was pedophiles and rapists. Before, please get in my van. I have free candy. But now, we run the government. Vote for me.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. So anyway, those were in the memes folder that did not make the cut. So now we get to listen to the audience say, "This one was better. The ones you picked were stupid."
I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. I liked the Ariel Little Mermaid one.
Yeah.
Did you ever wake up at night and microwave one pizza roll?
Wow. No.
What's going on, Ryan?
That's Gary. Oh wait, no. That was Ryan. Okay. Gary responded.
Yeah. I thought the last one was pretty good too, Gary, but we're trying to keep politics basically out of the first half of the show, pretty much. So, I mean, we don't, but I certainly consider it.
What, you want to come say hi?
Oh, guys, check it out. You gonna get him?
Yeah, just for
Hell
a second.
Yeah. All right.
Get the kitty shot. Oh,
wait.
Got it. You want me to do it?
Well, hold on a second. No, don't do any.
Oh,
Here you go.
because
No, now I'm just mad because my Stream Deck didn't work for some reason.
there he is. Oh, we're going for a record here of how long he'll stay on camera. Yep, that's it.
Yep. Goodbye
Oh,
forever.
no, I think he's just gonna sit on me.
No.
You stand? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Caught my wear. Almost ripped my headphones out.
Yeah. Did you feel that, you son of a bitch? I saw the I saw the thing you sent to Harry the other day. That was the Giga Chad guy talking to the cat saying, "Thank you for changing my life." The cat saying, "Shut up."
Yep. Pretty much the attitude.
Yeah, Aaron, I don't know what we're going to do. Dave, we got to talk. D3 has a lot of hate in his heart for a lot of people. Patrick Mahomes is just one of many.
Yeah, we said you got hate in your heart. You let it out.
Yeah, well, he's letting it out on the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah. He scratches the nice chairs. Well, that's kind of what he's there for.
He did put a lot of holes in my weight bench. Pretty upset about that.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean,
probably my fault.
Yeah. Look at it from this perspective. If you were like Wolverine and you could just walk around with like razor talons, I mean, you'd put holes in stuff. Come on.
Yeah, you got to try them out, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like this whole episode this week was pretty normie friendly, to be honest with you.
Yeah, nothing too problematic.
No.
But that's bars. I don't know where that's at.
Like last spring, it went to a dark place, the personable and problematic meter, and then we got geared up for the live show, tried to put on a good face, and then I don't know. I think the show's been pretty nice since then. We've cut back on, you know, violence and racism and.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it.
I mean, not on my Twitter, I haven't, but on the show, yeah, definitely. I feel like the show's just kind of dead now. Like there's, you know, There's still people here hanging out, but I don't really have anything
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through memes, seeing if there's anything good.
Well, okay. Yeah, you do
But
that. I'm going to scroll on my Twitter to find something horrible I said that didn't get me banned. I say some pretty terrible stuff on Twitter, and yet I don't get banned. And I see people complaining all the time that they're getting banned on Twitter. I post all the time, kill all the black cops, and I don't get banned. Well, I don't actually say that, but I say things very, very triggering like that, and I don't get banned on Twitter.
Yeah, the algorithms are weird. Depends on how much influence you have, I guess.
Oh, here was a meme that I thought about. Let me see if this will work. This was a meme I thought about using. Oh, where'd it go? It just disappeared. What the hell? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. Oh, there it is. Oh,
why is it disappearing?
Is it a video or something?
No, it's just an image.
It's a bitmap. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it's just the beat, and it just says, "I just love the part in the Beatles song where it ends and they shut the fuck up." Oh, yeah, I posted this. This was trending on Twitter the other day. That just disappeared too. What the hell's going on?
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you should update OBS. Yeah, that cleared up.
I should just click update OBS right now and see what happens.
See what happens.
Wait,
oh my gosh,
let me click check for updates. Hold on.
See if there's any.
There it
is. 28.03?
Yeah, I mean there's been 3 hot fixes since the update. I never even got version 28. I'm on 27 point whatever.
I've been installing them like a madman.
Dude, what happens if I click update now?
It's going to make you close OBS.
Holy shit. Are you seeing this right now, Dave?
I see a black screen.
Okay, are we still on? Are we still
let me see.
Are we still
YouTube's
streaming?
Behind. YouTube's still going. I'm waiting for that point. Let me see.
What does this say? Oh yeah, it'll say, "Do you wish to exit?" Okay, I'll just click no for now. But secretly, yes.
Oh, it's still going. Okay.
Oh, here's a good game we can play really quick before I hit the slow jazz music. Some random account posted on Twitter, this is a misogyny check. It's one of those things where it gives you a sentence and you're supposed to use the autocomplete on your phone because it's judging you, right?
Oh.
Type this into your phone, Dave. This is a misogyny check. Type this into your phone. Women are...
Oh, let me get... I'm going to open up our chat.
Okay. Women are... And now start auto-completing. Women are...
I don't know how long I should go. I might just stop here.
When it's something that resembles, a sentence.
All right, I'm gonna keep.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll send that, and then you can read. It's a bit long.
Women are not the only ones who could possibly get me an outlet at my neighbor's house.
So, am I good?
Well, I posted mine on Twitter. Mine starts off really similar to yours, but it goes in a different direction at the end. Mine is, women are not the only ones who can get some deep fakes.
Oh. So I never know because it gives you 3 different words, in the auto fill. Do you do the left one or the middle one?
I think when I did it, I did the left one.
Okay, that's what I just did. Women are... Now I'm going to do the middle one. More than... No, that's dumb. Middle's dumb.
Okay.
It's nonsense. Yeah, I just gave up on that. It was going nowhere. Women are blind to male advances. You write that a lot.
Wow. So using the middle words, I'll let you read it, Dave. I just sent it to you. That's me using the auto finish middle words.
Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Women are women, and women are women who have come to my house, and I don't think I can get it finished. There's some like a little bit of gay in there, a little bit of anti-trans.
Yeah, there's some anti-trans in there, and then some issues that all men deal with eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do, just for argument's sake, I'm gonna do the right word now. We'll see what, and then we'll play some slow jazz. Ryan's apparently was "Women are not a child of God." Wow.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Thinking that some of them you can just tell it's something that they type a lot.
And Arco Zero's got a good point. Women are not small men.
No matter how much you think. Oh, wait, did D3 do one?
I don't know.
Women are the only one that will ever with you, and your children will never had any of you in my basement or the house to take a... Nope, I lost it.
Take a shower. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, great. So while we're on that subject too, Dave, I don't know if you saw D3's house in 7 Days to Die, but he built a really impressive house.
Mm-hmm.
But it also had a torture basement for women.
Well, we're probably gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah. So, you know.
Can't let
All
that
right.
just
So. What the hell?
Ryan's playing a different game. What's up, Seth? Yeah, the right button I think would be all nonsense. I can't imagine that being coherent. Let me see.
There you go. That's a good one.
Oh, did something come out?
Uh-oh. No, it's getting to be, the right one's more gibberish than the left in the middle. But yeah. Women are more likely than men who can do the job, and they don't all agree that the reason for this week's episode was that football players had been a disaster.
Oh, there's something there.
Yeah. There's something there. All right. Why did it start emoji? Yeah, D3's sentence got retarded. It started just doing emojis, but he's keeping it 100 though, so that's good.
Yeah.
Women are not in a relationship that you can be like you don't know what that meant when it was called to you. Uh-oh. What is that?
Did I played this? I don't remember when I played this.
Oh no, you can't play that because it's going to be on Sports Ball tomorrow. Aaron's trying to ruin
Okay.
Sports Ball. That's what he's doing.
I won't.
Yeah. I mean, I could just play it myself.
No, that's okay. You saved it.
All right. Everyone will have to watch Sports Ball tomorrow because it's part of we do a segment called Shit Announcers Say,
Mm-hmm.
and it's part of that segment. It's a whole video full of things like that. Yeah, Wabi Sabi, football players were a disaster on one of this week's episodes. That is true. True facts. All right.
So I'm still going strong with the sober October.
Oh,
Drinking
yeah?
a chamomile tea right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of cool because like I feel more clear-headed. You know, I feel like I can communicate better, but also I don't feel like I'm as energetic or as much fun. But I guess, yeah, it's kind of nice being able to use my brain.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I was doing the really hardcore diet, because you kick all the sugar and the carbs and all that stuff, and of course you crave it. But the
Yeah.
longer you go without having it, the cravings go away. But you have to overcome that hump of
Yeah.
your being telling you, yeah, just go grab a sugary drink or whatever.
Mhm.
What really helped me was to drown neighborhood children in a lake.
Oh, there's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, you know, start collecting exotic teas or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some not artificial, sweeteners. I use that monk fruit sweetener. That's pretty good.
I'm actually going back on the really hardcore diet next week.
Are you?
Yeah.
Don't like what the scale's saying?
Well, I gained back a little bit of weight. It's all right. It's more that I had that voice in the back of my mind saying that, you could just keep doing it until you reach like a new all-time best.
Oh.
Like, because for me, like I kind of want to get into the 160s. Yeah, I know, right? And when I quit doing the really hardcore diet, I was like 176, something like that. But it's like, you just do it for a few more weeks, you'd have been in the 160s. So it's like, if you do it now, it won't take as long. If you wait till later, it'll be just that much harder to overcome the cravings and all that stuff,
Aaron, that's pretty rough, man.
Oh.
What his phone said. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, some women. Oh, Mary's back. Good, Mary. You missed a good segment.
Yeah, I think that sentence there, Aaron, doesn't work. So if you're into it.
Yeah, Mary, we played a game where use the autofill function on your phone. You can do it in our It's Too Late chat, and I'll read it on air for everybody. Type in the words "women are," and then start filling it in with whatever your phone suggests.
Use the left word.
Yeah, because apparently the
I think
middle
that's-
word is problematic, and the right word's just insanity. Yeah. But the left word. Yeah, so type "women are" and then fill it in until it looks like a sentence with the left word in your autofill. Hopefully you'll have a sentence a little bit better than Aaron's. Oh,
David's
D3
middle
used-
says,
yeah.
"Women are the only one that will ever make me happy and be happy for me. I can't go back and get to the bartender and get to the point of the color of."
Oh, that started off pretty deep and then
Yeah.
kind of wandered off.
Once you got to the bartender.
Yeah, that'll get you in trouble, D3. You don't want to involve the bartender in your women situation.
Relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the emotes back.
Oh, I know. Should be about a week. Wow, Mary says, "Women are not sure about this one, but it was very nice."
Oh, the show?
No, that actually nails it. That's pretty good. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. We're going to be back Friday's Liberty Late Night. Monday is Monday Night Football, Colts Broncos.
Minecraft is on hold.
Oh, now I feel bad because did all that
No, it's
work.
fine. If it's working, let's kill the channel.
I don't know. I feel like now we have to put the effort into making Monday Night Football better. Now we
Oh.
have to have the game with like
Graphics.
Yeah, graphics. We got to have some more because I have to have more stuff pre-prepared for like the commercial breaks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Play some clips from Sports Ball, like our
Mhm.
shit announcers say, and our
Ooh, and I might be on this one, right? Or is
Yeah,
this your?
if you're going to be
Okay.
here on Monday, then yeah, you'll be in.
Oh,
You'll just have to be cognitively aware of Colts Broncos.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll do some research.
Yeah, your commentary can't be neither of these teams or the Bills. Yeah.
Oh. Yes, and Seth, thank you for running the LLN Minecraft server.
Oh yeah. I mean, I will play Minecraft again. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah, no big hurry. We were no hurry to start.
you got that right. All right, guys. I'm getting out of here. Have a
Bye.
good night.